Mike Eppel is here right now, and the Fed set to make a move to cool down the Toronto and Vancouver housing market. Looking at those foreign investors, and Mike, we know as of late, Vancouver has gone big time after the foreign investors. It's actually had an impact, and I've had so many people say to me, I wish they would do it here, but it's not without the caveats, right?
Well, they're going to take a step this morning, Kevin, by the sounds of it. Global Mail's reporting that Finance Minister Bill Morneau is going to make an announcement at 11 o'clock here in the city regarding the closure of a tax loophole that's been in place that allows foreign buyers to basically write off the sales gain on the sale of a Canadian property. So it's the first of a couple of steps potentially. We've already got, as you mentioned, that 15% foreign buyers tax that was brought in by the BC government on the Vancouver market specifically, which has effectively slowed things down out there. And there were some questions whether or not there'd be a similar move made here on the Ontario or Toronto housing market specifically. Nothing on that front, but this closure of a foreign tax buyers loophole that could again be the first step in a few maneuvers by the federal government in this case. We'll see if the provincial government follows up at all. And of course, over the course of this week, we should be getting the September sales results for the Toronto housing market. And the big question is, has any of the foreign buyers in BC, have they migrated into the Toronto market? And whether or not it's too early to say, or if we're going to start seeing some empirical data to show that the local market's been affected on the real estate front. We do have the price for oil being affected by OPEC's maneuver last Wednesday to cut back production. Price for oil this morning up for a fourth day in a row, and it's been a significant climb here for crude oil, up by about 6% on the benchmark West Texas price that you've got there. The Canadian crude price, the one that really affects the Western Canadian market, is up 11% in 3 trading sessions after OPEC announced they're cutting production by 500,000 barrels a day. A lot of traders are saying, you know what, that was more significant or symbolic than anything else by the cartel. Nevertheless, the price for oil moving higher. We have seen the price for gas go up as well. If you don't want to fill up with petroleum products, you can buy a car that runs on electricity, and the Tesla sales numbers for the third quarter are record-breaking. The automaker saying it sold over 24,000 vehicles in the third quarter, produced about the same. They're looking to get to profitability before launching the Model 3. So Tesla is on a roll, and the stock price accordingly moving higher in pre-market trade this morning by 2.5%. You were talking about the Netflix outage over the weekend, Kevin, and interestingly enough, the stock price is up this morning by 1%. It maybe shows the influence that Netflix has. Just from a consumer standpoint, Twitter freaked out. Netflix responded quite quickly, got things back up and running, shares up. And big week for economic signals too, Kevin. Coming up this week, trade and jobs data for September due Friday. So busy start to the week in business. Back to you.